So recently I was thinking about something that I had said in a program I released. Many of you know a couple of months back we released a program about how to get your ex back if that's something you want to do. Not for everyone, of course. When I created the ex back program, there were certain people that immediately got nervous and anxious that, oh, well, isn't it bad for someone to be trying to get their ex back? And I said, no, because the same things that get your ex back will get you over them. So the worst case scenario, which isn't a bad case anyway, is that you don't get your ex back and you get over them faster because you're doing all of these things. And recently I've been watching people around me and how they recover from a breakup. And what media teaches us is a good reaction and an appropriate response to breaking up with someone. Me and Jameson were just sitting over lunch today discussing, it's like in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He goes through this traumatic breakup, and in order to try and get over it, he just goes on essentially a sex rampage with as many people as possible to try and work it out of his system. And I think this is often portrayed as the thing to do when you get out of a breakup. Oh, you've got out of a breakup? Okay, great, go out tonight. I want to explain why I think there are problems with that. When you decide to just start going out and trying to party, trying to meet other people, maybe even get sexual with other people to try and forget that person, it very often backfires. Those people that you're with can't compare with the person that you still love. You can't compare someone that you have in a moment to someone that you've built this amazing connection with. It's less likely that that random encounter is gonna get you over that person, and more likely that it's actually gonna depress you further. Now that's true even if you don't get with anybody. Even if you just go out at night and you're like, okay, I'm free, I'm single, I'm gonna stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning and party and get drunk and whatever. That tends to be more depressing too. My rule on many of life's vices is that you should do them when you're in the best state of mind, not when you're in the worst state of mind. Whatever is your thing, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whether it's partying hard, whether it's sex, whatever is your thing, it shouldn't be done when you're at your worst. Because all of those things, when you're weak, just send you into a downward spiral. Of course, this isn't me endorsing or judging any of that. You do what you gotta do. But when you are going to engage in those things, engage in them from a positive place and from a place of being at your best, certainly not being at your worst. That's the first thing. The second thing, staying out past a certain hour tends to mean you're going to be exposed to people at their worst. You're seeing drunk people, you're seeing people being the sleaziest they're going to be all day or all week. That's depressing too, because now your perception of people is skewed. So when you think of this person that you miss, you put them in an even more positive light, and you tend to put them on this amazing sacred pedestal because you say, they're not like this. The rest of the world is bad. The rest of the world is sleazy. I don't like these people. But you're seeing people at their worst because you're going out to environments and at times when people are at their worst. So you have to be really, really careful of that. And then, of course, when you wake up the next morning, either with or without someone, and you've got a hangover and you're in a bad place, that depression seeps in a really big way. So you have to be careful during this time because you're very vulnerable to depression. You're very vulnerable to a certain type of sadness and melancholy that comes from missing somebody. This is going to sound strange, but my advice to you here is to lean innocent. In other words, lean towards things that are a little more wholesome. Lean towards things that make you feel better, not just about yourself, but about the world. Go out during the daytime. Do things that reinforce your perception of people being great. See people at their best, in their best environments. Spend time with positive friends and people that are kind and people that have a positive outlook on life. You may be tempted to go out with that crazy party friend who you know goes out and can absolutely smash it and have a riot, but she sometimes is the same friend who's the most depressed when she's finished partying, when she's woken up in the morning and the reality of her life hits her. Even if you're not meeting a new amazing person today, a new boyfriend, a new lover, a new whatever, even if you don't meet them today, the world is a place where that's possible and where good people are available. That's the lesson that you want to be learning in a time when someone is gone for the moment and life appears to lack meaning. Don't gravitate towards things that inherently lack meaning, that sends you into that negative spiral. So that's it. And by the way, if you want to go and check out the program that I created for getting your ex back, as I said, the whole point of this program is to either get you over your ex or to get him back, one of the two. And that's the promise I make with this program. You're either going to be over them or you're going to get them back, one of the two. So it's win-win. And the only way I can promise that is by telling you, as I said, the way to get over someone is the same way that you get them back. And it's kind of weird, but it does actually work like that. It's a very cool program. We have written parts of the program, there are video parts of the program, and there's also an audiobook part of the program as well. And even if you're just in a place of pain about somebody right now and you just want to feel normal again, I know what that's like. It's horrible when you're in a place of pain and heartbreak and all you want to do is feel back to normal so that you can be yourself and go out and enjoy yourself. So if that's where you are, get involved with that program, and I know it's going to help you. I know it's going to make you strong again. Jameson, let's throw up that link for everybody. I'll put the link below the video as well if you want to click it down there. Go and find out about the program, see if it's right for you. But as I said, if that's where you are, if you either want to get over someone or get them back, then it will be right for you. And I know you'll have a great time with it. I will see you in next week's video. Thanks, guys. Love you.